Hi there everyone, it's Mark here. How are you doing today? My video today is about this little thing that you can see here clipped onto my shirt. It's the new AudioWow from Sabinetek. It's the follow-on from their Smart Mic Plus. Again, it was done via crowdfunding platforms. This though takes on the microphone to a new level as it includes a sound card built into the little unit that you see. So today is going to be my unboxing and initial reviews of the AudioWow. So is it AudioWow or not now? We shall see. Let's crack on. Okay, now for the unboxing. If you want to obviously jump past this, go to where you see me speaking again in a couple of minutes time. But other than that, if you want to check out what's in the box and what it does, you can have a quick look at that, and you can pause the screen to have a read of what everything is that's available on the outside of the box. So fairly standard stuff, nice bit of packaging. It was really well sealed. You can see all the features there on both sides of the box as we do it, and obviously your normal barcodes to finish off. So again, everything's on there, and pause it if you want to read it, but I will leave that all up to you guys. So fairly nice standard box, and let's just get this thing open and we'll crack on. Right, finally getting the box open. Very stiff there. First thing that we have, as you can see, is the instruction manual. Comes in many languages, quite a thick little booklet considering the size of the product, to be fair. Quite difficult, hardest thing to get out of the box actually. And there's the unit itself. So yeah, quite a decent package there. And then we've got little AudioWow up on a tab. So this thing is absolutely tiny, a lot smaller than what I thought it was. So let's have a look at this first. So there's a microphone on the front under the logo. The rest of it is all built in as you see there. Power light and a 3.5mm clip on the back. It's branded. Red button is the power on button. Full spin around, and as we get to the bottom there, we've got the USB-C charging unit. So quite a nice little unit, as you can see, about the size of my thumb. So very, very small. So what else is in the box? In the box you have a set of headphones with two other sets of earbuds. What else? They have the dead cat, USB-C charging cable, and as part of the deal they gave you an L bracket extender for any of your wires, depending if you want to get it on cameras and bits and pieces like that with a 3.5mm wire. Okay, so final look at the unit itself. Extremely small unit. Like I say, a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I believe it's shorter than Smart Mic Plus, but obviously it's a lot fatter with the sound card that's built into the body of the unit. The clip itself is fairly strong. I've not had any problems with it at all. Clips onto most bits of clothing quite easily. Microphone is fairly standard. The only issue I've seen is the dead cat is going to get covered. It's going to cover the 3.5mm headphone socket if you need to use the dead cat. But there you go. That is the box from me. Let's crack on with the show. Hopefully you found that enjoyable. Really useful. Great product. It was only slightly late, but with COVID, I think that's been a great campaign. So, first things first, why did I buy this AudioWow product? I wanted something really to work with the vmate, and I'm actually filming using my handheld vmate now. And I've got some footage to show you of me using the vmate remotely through the app and the vmate software app. I was told that I would need to buy two AudioWows, or an AudioWow and a Smart Mic Plus, to be able to connect things. So you have a master and a slave unit. I believe that is only the case for DSLRs or any products that if you need to use Bluetooth. So for example, the vmate that I'm using currently now is Wi-Fiing to my phone, which is down on the floor being used as a remote control, and the AudioWow is actually Bluetooth. And one of the options in the vmate software is to allow me to use a Bluetooth mic as an audio source. So no external mics. This is now, hopefully, I won't have to mess around in post. I don't believe I will. They have fixed the audio issue. vmate has a lot of other issues. It's not up there with the DJI, but I can get it to work. And it's doing exactly what I bought it for. But here's some test footage that I shot as soon as I got the unit last week. Good afternoon, guys. Mark here, coming at you. Just standing outside the house. Hope you're all doing really well. Just wanted to jump on board. I know there's a lot of us on the verge of giving up, but I'd ordered a product a while ago that's just arrived, and it's here on my shirt. That is the AudioWow from Sabinetek. Their follow-on from the Smart Mic Plus. I just wanted to come outside to test the wind muff and the settings of noise reduction, because it's, as well as it being a microphone, this is a sound card, and I've set the noise reduction as high as I can. So I'm hoping that, as well as having the wind muff on it, noise will be reduced as well. I can hear a lot of traffic, although I can't see it. There's a lot of traffic on the motorway. There's cars just pulling up on my street. Yeah, I'm really wanting to just test the quality of the audio that we've got here. Okay, so as I mentioned, just want to run into some areas where you can't use just a single AudioWow, and that's definitely with a DSLR, because you would need to run a master slave unit. I have tried with my other snooper gimbal, IM Snooper Atom, and again, because that, as I said before, works with Bluetooth and connects to the Atom and the Atom software, you can't double the Bluetooth up. So I've been unable to use the AudioWow with my phone directly in the gimbal, but the beauty of the vmate, having the phone in the bracket when I need it to be, and to walk around, makes this a really good vlogging unit. So again, you'll see from the footage just seen, I was holding my camera in the bracket that comes with the vmate, Wi-Fi in and Bluetooth in the audio in. So hopefully you found that great, but let's come on and show you some of the other features that this little unit has. One of the first things I did when I got the unit, and in the software, I noticed that there's a fair amount of options with the sound card built in. So let me just grab the box and again to run through. So you've obviously got, so you can do wireless karaoke. That isn't happening today, guys. Beauty of that is you can actually kill the vocals on the track you mix in and only hear your voice. So it looks like a very cool feature, one I won't be doing, so don't worry, don't have to put up with that. Great for your wireless podcasting, obviously. Anything wireless that you need in for speaking, presentations, absolutely brilliant. Phone calls are useful. I believe it will do phone call recording. In fact, I know it will, because I hit the button and then a phone call came in and it did automatically record it, which is absolutely fantastic. But it's got noise reduction built in, more on that in a second. It is obviously a Bluetooth mixer as well. Real-time monitoring when you've got the headphones plugged in. There is, as from the unboxing, the 3.5mm point there. And some, well, check out the digital effects, and there is an equalizer built in. So some really cool stuff built in. How does it all work? So I've now jumped in to the AudioWow app, so I can mess around and show you some of the features. I've a little bit chilly in here now, so I've popped on the AudioWow onto my hoodie, and we'll go from there. So yeah, this is just using the front-facing camera on my old iPhone 7, so not the same kind of quality as what we're getting, and I'm holding the phone. The only bracket I haven't brought with me is one to hold the phone. Yeah, I've got everything else I need in the background bar that. So definite little vlog shot as we go with that. So apologies about the frame movement, because I've not got a very steady arm, and I will be going into some of the settings as we do this. So you can go in before you start. There are settings where you can go in, change the pitch, and some actions you can do it. So you can make a double click on the unit on the red button, which is there, and that'll pause and play music. So if you are mixing, there is a feature where you can mix if the camera's away from you, or if you're holding a guitar or an instrument of sorts. So you can set everything in the main settings before you get going. However, I keep looking because I just got to make sure I don't hit the stop button, as it's right next to the graphic equalizer settings for when you're live. So here's the settings for the sound card while you're live. So in here we get the choice of how loud the mic is. If we've got the extension in, which I'm not put the headphones in because I'd just start laughing at some of the voices and things that you can do. You can control your volumes. You can control whether you have the vocal on or off on any music that you're mixing. So again, like I say, turn the mix on or off, vocals on or off. So I should have this screen recorded to edit this overview in O's as well. Set your volume levels of music playback if you're playing music and your mic. Again, if you've got the headphones in, you can have the extension mic on or off, or you can have the vmate or the AudioWow. Then there's the noise reduction button. I've had that continually on 3 since I've got it. Again, you can change that. So there we are with 0 noise reduction. I'm in quite a quiet area, but that may have raised the noise levels. I'm now going into the yellow and now drop back into the white. I'm not peaking anymore. Again, reverb, levels 0, 1, 2, and 3. So again, not for me, but can be used in podcasting and various bits and pieces like that. So that's really kind of cool. And then the other side, as you say, you've got various different settings on a graphic equalizer. So beautify my voice there. That one is a softer voice, don't know if there's any difference. Go a bit bassier on your voice. Let's go back to the beautify one and come out of there. And of course at the bottom here, you've got these 5 buttons. You do have an equalizer this way, and that's for your headphones if you're listening back. So again, if you were listening to other tracks and playing along with it, that'd be great. I very rarely use that. So I'm on my normal voice now. Here we go.
That is now a male voice disguised. Interesting. Again, I could see that if you were interviewing certain people or trying to have a little bit of fun, might use that one.
There is the female version of that as we do that. So yeah, we'll leave that one. Here's my favourite now. This is the baby voice. I've not even got the headphones on and I'm going to start laughing. I just do find that quite funny, so that can be quite amusing for certain videos.
There is an electronic voice. Again, don't know why anyone would use that, not my cup of tea. Finally, robot voice. Again, interesting, see what we can do with it.
Let me jump back to normal and close that out. So there's definitely a lot of options built in to the app which feeds the sound card. Do wondrous things with it. Again, I've probably not shown the full benefit with the music side. I am more about talking head, vlogging, and the odd interview podcast style. But there's some features. Enjoy. So the day I got the unit, I was out and about in the car, noticed the noise reduction built into the app software. So here's some footage of me with and without the noise reduction on. They're actually 0, 1, 2, and 3 on the settings. I went with a 0 and a 3. Take a look. Just testing the AudioWow mic that you can possibly see hidden behind my jumper there, just there. I'm just driving the car and I've put the only sort of setting I've put on is the noise reduction setting at full volume. So I'm hoping it'll just pick my voice up nicely, and the sound card that's built into the AudioWow will reduce a lot of the noise. But let's see how this is done on the iPhone 7 whilst I'm just driving around the housing estates close to where I live. Be good to hear the background noise. But I'm off now. Take care. So yesterday I had this little AudioWow on, and while I was driving, what I didn't do was check having 0 noise cancellation. So yesterday I had noise cancellation on number 3. So there's a 1, 2, 3 setting. I was of the opinion that you might as well either have it on or off, especially if you're in a car. So while I'm talking to you here, AudioWow's just there, and just driving near where I live. And now I've got no noise reduction built in on the sound card, so I'm assuming we're going to hear the car, the engine, wind, whatever, as we're driving. Okay, so there you have it. There's a quick review of the features that this AudioWow has. So what do I think? Well, for me, it is definitely AudioWow. It is a good product, so long as, of course, it holds up and doesn't break after a few months. As long as I've got a good solid unit, I think, yeah, 5 out of 5 for me. It's a solid product. It actually does more than I'll ever need. Is it perfect? For me, 2 areas where we could have had a little bit more of a benefit. I, for one, if I am outside like I was in the previous footage on my driveway filming, and I have the dead cat, which is here, obviously it goes over the grey portion. As you can see there, and from the unboxing, 3.5mm is right at the top of the unit, so therefore you can't be doing any real-time listening, mixing. You couldn't take a call if you were wanting to record at that specific time. It's a shame they hadn't put 3.5mm somewhere else. Obviously they've got the power unit, the USB charge unit down the bottom, but it does not allow you to have the dead cat on whilst using the headphones. Slight design issue, but I guess it'll depend on what everybody is using it for. But other than that, you know, the box it's come in is absolutely fantastic, does what it needs, but what would have also added to that is something to carry all the wires, the dead cat in, somewhere to store it. So I've got my own little pouch bag that I use, but other than that, I don't know how else you carry it. Again, you've got to protect this. I'm assuming it's quite sturdy, but I don't know. I don't want to drop it. I want it covered. But other than that, everything else is great. Audio, like I'm doing now for talking head, perfect. Great for obviously podcasting as well. You're mixing, if you're a musician, that'll work. It'd be really interesting to see a musician do this. I'd look out for those videos. That's not what I do, but the quality is pretty good. So many features, the voice changer. You know, if you want to do an interview and disguise someone's voice, I could see that. That's where you would use something like that. The baby voice is just hilarious. And there's some gimmicky stuff on there for doing the podcast, but the serious stuff, being able to record calls, transcribe and caption, although they're not working perfectly at the moment, is a great addition. And having your equalizer so you can mix out the sound live is absolutely fantastic. If you don't like your voice, having that mixer in there is absolutely brilliant. But yeah, for me, size of unit, awesome, great packaging, great deal off on the Kickstarter campaign, so I wish them well. For me, it was, do I now go and buy a second one of these, or do I just get a Smart Mic Plus? Again, for using with my mirrorless camera and other products. But I occasionally do interviews, and what I would like is probably to get a second one of these, and then you can obviously mix each person's voice as part of an interview, whether it's just audio or filming, as I am doing now. So yeah, that's my review of the Sabinetek AudioWow. I really like it. If you want to know anything, leave any comments. Great to hear from you. Subscribe to the channel, like it, tell me you don't like it. It's all good. Have a great day. Cheers, guys.